our Mayor, Heidi Davison. She's going to read a declaration, a proclamation, declaring today North Oconee River Greenway Day in Athens.
And it says, whereas the North Oconee River has been the lifeline of this community since before the founding of the University of Georgia and the city of Athens.
It was a project conceived and pursued by volunteer citizens. So was Sandy Creek Nature Center. We are deeply indebted to those folks who took on these projects and stuck with them.
Sandy Creek came up because Alma wanted me to help save it. And I never forget, she pounded on the desk, "We've got to save that swamp." And I said, "Why?"
The things that hit us early on is that we had very few parks, and they were mostly active ballpark kinds of parks. And there's nothing wrong with that, except that you need some of the others too. Some of the place you just walk and sit and enjoy.
Al is the one that recruited me to be on the Greenway Commission because I represented someone from the design and development side of things, and I think they wanted somebody that had a different perspective on the Greenway.
Just like Walt and just like Al, my background is forestry, and so much more used to hugging trees to figure out how big they are for the amount of timber that's in them than because they're so nice. So this was a bit different for me, although I certainly embraced the idea of Greenway and maintaining green space. I mean, that was some of the things that I would watch out for when I was on the Planning Commission, looking at natural aspects, zoning requests and subdivision requests.
I don't remember much about my term in office except that it was a very frustrating experience. With no funds other than for printing and postage, we could do little more than talk about what we would do if we had money. But we kept hope alive.
We went into a room with DOT officials, and we were talking to them about what we wanted to do, and we knew the DOT was all about cars and traffic, but this was something new, and we knew those funds were available, and they were really very discouraging. They said, well, you know, you're going to have to do a historic study along there. We said, yes, we already know that. And they said, well, you've got to deal with wetlands. And we said, yes, we know that. So it went on and on like this for a while, and we told them we're prepared to do all of that. We'll get surveys done, we'll have it properly designed, everything. And finally they just kind of gave up and said, well, okay.
We were able to hire Rob Fisher to do a comprehensive concept plan for the North Oconee River.
And as the new chair, I think that I have some ideas that will be really useful to propose, and these include things like having the river itself become a part of the trail or become an aspect of the trail, to have canoe access points, takeout points and put-in points along the rivers, both the Middle and the North Oconee rivers, because the more people that you bring to the river, the more is going to happen with the river and with protecting the riparian forest.
I have to start with Charlie Agar, who unfortunately is not with us today. But it was Charlie's idea. He started it. He got enthusiasm worked up, and what you see today is largely the product of his thinking and his enthusiasm. Been waiting for this day for a long time, as you might imagine. And the real people that made this happen, I'm going to start and end with that's you, the citizens of Athens-Clarke County. First, though, the Greenway Commission is a citizens group. They really deserve the highest recognition for this project because they stuck with it the longest. But especially past members, Charlie Agar, who gave us the inspiration and initial guidance, Walt Cook for demonstrating that it could be done through Cook's Trail, Joe Burnett, who came up with the idea for the Heritage Trail, Al Ike, who orchestrated the funding. It wasn't other people, that was Al behind us doing that. And then all the rest of us for keeping that dream alive and moving forward.
This river is our lifeblood. Individually and collectively, you have created something much larger than any of you could have done all by yourselves. And that really